Hello everyone, here's an update here from Sicily. I haven't been able to upload many any YouTube videos yet. I have loads of good footage, but I haven't been able to upload much yet because the internet connection here isn't that great, and my videos are very high quality, very big videos. I upload them in full quality, so it will take forever to upload them, so I'll probably be uploading my videos when I get back. But I have loads of good videos here. If you have been following my Twitter, you will have seen a lot of what's happening here and what I've been doing. But I'll do a quick update here as well for you guys on YouTube in case you haven't seen my Twitter. So I have been doing a lot of interesting things here. I've interviewed migrants. So just tell you quickly about that. They had come from Libya 5 days ago, they told me, and I actually gave them €5 so they would be happy so I could interview them. But when we finished the interview, they they wanted me to delete the video. No way, that wouldn't happen. They tried 6 times and failed to. Well, they come from Ethiopia, the guy I spoke to. He came all the way up through Africa and tried 6 times off the Libyan coast to come out to Europe, but failed. But the last time he was picked up by one of his NGO vessels and brought up here, and he was given some help from Oxfam, who I also interviewed. They have been giving out backpacks with shoes, soap, and loads of stuff to the migrants. And that's quite interesting because I actually had a leaflet with me here right now that Oxfam gave me. Open Europe, guide to your rights. A complete guide to your rights in Italy and Europe at this website here. And on the back they have a list of NGOs, helpful NGOs. On the inside, let's see here, on the inside I have a handy list of transport, how to get here from Catania up to northern Europe here, Roma, Milan, Genova. So a handy list here. On the inside I have loads of handy information on how to claim asylum, how to, all kinds of different things. I'll probably be doing an in-depth video on this. I have been doing in-depth Periscope on it, and you can see photos of this from Twitter, what it says inside here. Because the migrants, they get free legal help, free healthcare, free food, free places to sleep, free everything basically. And yeah, so I interviewed Oxfam. They actually told me that that when after they've been helping migrants, they asked the migrants to rate their service on the Oxfam app. I thought they didn't have smartphones. I thought they were migrants, you know. I thought they didn't have smartphones, but apparently they asked them to rate their service on the Oxfam app. From 1 to 10, how good has the food been? Like, I can imagine like number 1 being like really bad. They gave us bacon to eat. Number 5, like decent food, the same as we have at home. Number 10, I don't know, like really good stuff, like top quality cannoli and pizza and Italian stuff. Well, anyway, it's a bit. It was interesting to see that they want them to rate their service on the Oxfam app, and they gave them and they gave the Oxfam. They are here on the ground in Sicily, helping the migrants. They gave them legal advice with the translators. They give them everything they need to be able to claim asylum and move up to Northern Europe. And then you have the other charities, so-called charities, NGOs. Save the Children. I tried to interview them. They didn't want to. The funny thing is, now that I've been here, and also there's also other independent journalists here like Luke Rudikowski and Lauren Sudden, and while we've all been here, there hasn't been any any migrants coming in to Catania, which is quite strange because there's been loads coming in before. There's been 10,000 coming in this year alone so far. This last week that we've been here, there hasn't been any migrants coming in, which is quite strange. I'm starting to get the feeling that they have been telling the human traffickers down in Libya not to send any migrants out, so they don't have to pick them up, so they don't bring them up here in Catania while we are here, so that we don't see what's actually going on. That's a feeling I get. But another interesting thing is, I think I'm starting to get the feeling that these charities, the NGOs, you know, Save the Children, Oxfam, all these guys, are not the ones that are behind all this. It's actually European governments. Because the Swedish Coast Guard is actually right now in the harbor in Catania, and they were kind enough to let me on and speak to them as well. And I didn't do that on camera, but I did a video outside where I spoke about what happened. I will upload that later to YouTube. And the thing is, the Swedish Coast Guard, they are here in the Mediterranean on Swedish taxpayers' money, with Frontex, which is the EU border patrol group. There's also a British ship there as well, a British Coast Guard ship with Frontex as well, down there at the harbor right now. And they, so it's interesting what's going on there, because I'm starting to get the feeling from my research here that the NGO vessels like Save the Children and Open Arms and these ones that are down there by the Libyan coast right now, that they are acting more as a front group, doing the dirty work for the European governments, because the Swedish Coast Guard, they told me that they are there in the Mediterranean as a Coast Guard, but they also help these Save the Children vessels, the NGO vessels, with picking up migrants and pick up migrants if they need to. So they are all very involved. The European government's vessels are all very involved in this. So I'm starting to get the feeling that the European governments are the ones that are behind this whole thing and using the NGOs, you know, Save the Children and them guys, as a kind of a front to do the dirty work for them. Meanwhile, European governments are acting behind the scenes, orchestrating all this, because it's all very, very organized, much more than you would think. You have the Save the Children guys, they come up with the migrants here. Then they have already set up processing tents at the harbor with Red Cross and everything. And then when that's all done, they have Oxfam here on shore, who help migrants with interpreters and everything to claim asylum and show them where to get free food, free housing, free healthcare, free legal advice and everything, and also where transport is so they can move up to Northern Europe. They have websites and everything, yeah, as I told you here about in this leaflet that they gave me. If you want to, I could maybe have a little look here if you want to, guys, on the video. You might enjoy that. I'll switch the camera over shortly. Let's see here what we have. Yeah, you might find this bit interesting. Let me just switch the camera over here so you guys can see. Here we go. So here we have this leaflet that Oxfam gives to all newly arrived migrants. Yeah, your fundamental rights in Italy and Europe. You can't be sent back to the country where you can be persecuted or discriminated. You can stay in Italy if you're pregnant, under 18, and you're alone without your parents in Italy, or an adult to take care of you, a parent of a baby under 6 months of age, a relative of EU citizen, bearer of serious disease or disability. So if you're seriously ill, you're allowed to stay in Italy. You have a right to receive basic medical care, medical health examination free of cost, even if you are without a residence permit. So it doesn't matter if you're a taxpayer, have been a taxpayer all your life. These guys, they come here to get free health care. Period. You can also help a lawyer to defend your rights and obtain legal protection free of charge, of course. Get the information on your rights in language that you understand, blah blah blah. A written copy of all documents that you sign, translated in language you understand. Of course, more taxpayers' money goes in that. In the hospitality centers, have food and water at least 3 times a day, and housed where it is not overcrowded and adequately equipped facilities. Whoops. Let's see here. Have a right to communicate through linguistic cultural mediators who speak your language, or at least the language you can understand. You can contact your family and friends by phone or internet. So you have a right to phone and internet. You have a right to personal liberty, not suffer physical and or verbal violence. Not to be separate from your closest relatives. And there's loads of other information here. On unaccompanied minor. If you're an unaccompanied minor, you have the right to stay in Italy and to have special protection. So that's why so many migrants claim that they are unaccompanied minors, because then they have a right to stay. And by the way, guys, please hit that like button here if you like what I'm doing here. I haven't been able to upload many videos to YouTube yet here from Sicily. I have loads that I will be uploading when I get back, because the internet connection hasn't been that great here. But there's loads of videos coming from my findings here that you are gonna like. So hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so, share this video with all your friends, and I'll just continue a little bit more here as well. Let's see what we have. There's loads of other stuff here in this leaflet. Victims of trafficking, blah blah blah. How they get registered. Is there anything you want me to go through? Yeah, there's a website here, video guide, asyleasy.com. Have everything set up, how to easily get asylum. Yeah, you can ask for international protection or political asylum if you have suffered or fear violence, persecution, threats, and in general violent violations of fundamental rights in your country because of ethnicity, social group, religion, nationality, political opinion, or if your country is involved in internal armed conflict, or in case of being attorney risk, being sentenced, killed, torture, exposed to inhuman or degrading treatment, blah 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 blah. It goes on yeah, how to best claim asylum in Europe. So it's all given out very handy. Here we also have a list of free place to sleep. This can be interesting. Here we have a list of free place to sleep. There we have it. Free food, clothing and showers, free legal assistance, free healthcare. That's all in Catania, where I am now. You have other countries, other cities here as well, which shows that where they give free stuff. Yes, and this is given out by let's see. Yeah, Borderline Sicilia, Oxfam Italia, Open Europe Guide to Rights in English. Yeah, so that's just a quick breakdown of that leaflet that I were given. Let me see here, guys. Yeah, I don't know if you have seen the pictures I posted from Oxfam and the things they give out, but it's on my Twitter if you want to see that. Is there any questions you guys have? Is there anything you want me to do here in Sicily before I head back? Please leave a comment. Is there anything you want me to? Is there anything in particular you guys want me to check out or anything? Let me know. Tranebergas house to bed. Yeah, it's very hot. It's like have a look at this. It's 40 degrees out, right? According to this thermometer. I think it's. I was staying still for a little while here. I think it's more like 35 degrees. Yeah. So, is there any questions you guys have? Let me know in the comments here before I finish this live stream. This update here, guys. Abraya here asks where do people go after they come to Sicily. Well, that's the thing. It seems to be more of a processing place. Sicily. It's many migrants seem to head up north to Europe quite quickly, up to Germany, England, and France. there is a migrant camp that I actually visited. They didn't want me to take much pictures of there, but I got a photo from there. But they were quite strict on photos there. I think they said there was something like 3,000 migrants there, but it seems like many head up north quite quickly. Someone asked here if I'm joining the Defend Europe ship. No, I'm not. Yeah, native Redbone comments here why I say a lot. Yeah, that's because English is not my first language. I had to think about what to say. The boss asked if Sicily feels European. Not Northern European, it feels more Southern European, I guess. More like Spain, I guess. Raven's Poetry asks how they're getting up north so quickly. Yes, well, as I showed you here in the leaflet that Oxfam gave me, you have a look here on the inside. They have a handy list here of transport on how to get up here to Northern Europe quickly. You have a train at Catania to Rome, Catania to Milano, Catania to Genova down here. It also gives you the cost and when the departure time is and everything, all very handy on how to get up to Northern Europe. Actually, let me show you a bit more in detail. Yes, so here we have how to get up to Northern Europe, given out by Oxfam to all newly arrived migrants. Here you can go from Catania to Rome, 4 daily departures, ticket costs from 39 euros, 69 euros. You can take a, bus from Palermo to Genova, departure on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays, 2 p.m. and tickets cost 80 euros. Yeah, that's how you get up Northern Europe very quickly, because they all have very handy information here in this leaflet that I gave to migrants on how to get up to Northern Europe quickly. Any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll finish this live stream. Anything you want me to check out to do before we head home? Ed Vree asked what percentage of the migrants I saw were male and from Africa. That's a very good question there. The honest answer is about 99.9% of the migrants I've seen here so far are African males aged 17 till 25, I would estimate. That is my estimate, 99.9%. I think I saw 1 or 2 that were Middle Eastern. All of the other migrants I've seen were African male migrants between estimated 17 to 25-year-old. Someone here in the comment section asked if I've visited any incoming ports. Yes, I have. I visited 2 incoming ports, but as I said before, no migrants have come in this week that I've been here. It seems like they're trying to keep it down. That they don't want to. It seems like they don't want the migrants to come in here now that there's so many independent journalists here for some reason. Amanda Anderson asked why the EU would allow that specific type of migrant to come in. Well, they told me, the Swedish Coast Guard told me that the reason that bring them to Europe and not back to Libya or Africa is because Italy is the nearest country deemed safe. That is why they bring them here and not back to Africa. That's what they told me. Is there any more question, guys? Otherwise I finish this live stream. Is there any suggestions you think I should do? Do the migrants get money? No, I don't think they do. Not that anyone has seen at least, said at least. Oliver Stahl asks, why do you think Europe is taking place? People that are from places that are at war. Well, I mean, to be honest, when I come from Ethiopia, the guy, the migrants I spoke to, I don't think Ethiopia is at war, if I am correct. But they came from Libya, they were in Libya, so I don't know. It's a lot of strange stuff going on. No, I wouldn't do that, but Meister. Well, if you have any more questions, otherwise I'm going to finish this live stream here. Anna's Art says that they're going to cruise from the Mediterranean. I think it'll be safe. Yeah, I think that would be. Yeah, I have been planning on see if I can do some interview with the locals as well. Thanks for the nice comments there, by the way. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and there's gonna be a lot of more videos coming from Sicily here that you don't want to miss. So I'll see you guys later.